Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm a little zoomed in today because today we're just going to focus on the eyes. The main focus of today is going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. So let's go ahead and get started. The base of my face is already done. I did my eyebrows. I can list all the products that I used for the base of my face down below. My eyelids are already primed and set. I primed them with my Nars concealer. Can you see that Nars concealer? In the shade Custard. And then I set them with the No Color powder from RCMA. Okay, so the next step would be I'm gonna actually start with, I believe this is Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. Let me see if I can. It's just a very, very, very light orange. So I'm just gonna go in with any crease brush. I think I might use the Modern Renaissance, the brush that comes with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right into that. See if I can get a little bit closer. And if I keep looking off to the sides, because I have another mirror there to help me. And I'm just gonna start that off into the crease and just blend that in. Today there's going to be a lot of blending. So I'm just working that into the crease, bringing it up just a tad, a little in the corner, and just back and forth. Bring it up just a tad. Let me see if I can help the color. Let's see. Is that a little bit better? I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other eye as well. And I always tap off the excess. Always, always. And I'm not bringing it all the way to the corner of my eye, just a little. Bring it up just a tad. Working that in the corner. Okay, they pretty much look the same. Okay, next I'm gonna take the Anastasia palette. I'm not gonna lift up the colors. I mean, I'll try, but one of the colors is broken. So next, I'm gonna take Burnt Orange. Let me see if I can. It's gonna be this one right here. All the eyeshadows in the palette have their names right underneath it. So if you do have the palette, you can obviously see which one's Burnt Orange. Okay, I'm gonna take this color and do the same exact thing. Take it into the crease, work it into that corner, and then bring it up just a tad. Okay, I'm gonna grab some more and do the other eye. And you want to make sure this is blended out nice, so take your time with blending. Okay, and then the next color I'm going to use is actually not from the palette. I think I'm going to go a little bit more in this eye. It's actually not from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It's the shimmer color from Smolder Cosmetics, and it's called Pink Gold, and it looks like that. So I'm going to get a different brush, just using the airbrush crease from Sephora. Doesn't have a number on it, just looks like that. So I'm just picking some of that up on my brush. I'm literally just taking my brush and putting it into the cap. This stuff is very finely milled, and a little goes a very long way. Okay, so I'm tapping off. And then I'm going to do that in the same spot. It's supposed to have like a shimmer to it. Depending on the way you look at it, it can look gold or it could look pink, which I love. And they're really affordable too. They don't break the bank at all. Just bring that into the inner corner just a tad. And I'm just gonna keep doing circular motions. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can definitely tell this one's way more pink than this, just only orange. So I'm going to take some more and do my other side. Now, if you wanted to, you could totally leave it like this, but I want to use more of the colors in the palette, so I'm actually going to make it a little bit deeper and use some red ochre and Venetian red and the love letter. Just going for that bold burgundy pink look today. Just making sure they look even. Okay, so next I'm gonna take red ochre, and I'm gonna use the Airbrush Shadow Sephora brush. And I'm just gonna pack the red ochre. Looks like that. Just gonna pack that into the corner. And then I'm gonna take that Sephora crease brush that I was just using, and I'm gonna blend it out. And I like to go in with a little bit at a time because I don't want to go too intense and then it look silly. So I'm going to take more of the red ochre, tap off the excess, and then I'm going to pack in that other side. And I very, very, very rarely have any fallout from this palette, which I love. Don't like to have a big mess. I'm sure no one does. And you would think because they're so pigmented and so creamy that they'd have fallout. But nope, they blend like a dream. That's why this is my absolute favorite palette. I think I went a lot darker on this side than this one, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more in this side. And I'm just working that in the corner and then blending it out. Okay, now I'm going to take the same brush that I've been using, the airbrush crease brush, and I'm going to dip into Venetian Red and then Love Letter. I'm going to tap off the excess and then work that in. I'm going to tap back into it, tap off the excess, and I'm going to do the other eye. Just focusing on the corner and then working it into the crease. Just making sure they look even, they look nice. And if you want to, you can take a clean, this is a Revlon crease shadow brush. And I'm just going to go back into that Makeup Geek, I believe that's what it is, Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie that I started off with. And I'm just going to take some of that, and I'm just going to go over my crease just to make sure it's all blended and nice. Get a little bit more orange in there. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Make sure it looks even. And you know what? I feel like I wanted it just a tad more sparkly. So I think I'm gonna pick more of that Smolder Cosmetic Pink Gold. Just gonna brush that right there. And I'm gonna do the other side. Try not to make a mess with this pink gold. Okay, so then I'm gonna take another brush. This is Real Techniques Detailer brush. Looks like this. And I'm gonna go into that palette and I'm gonna get Vermeer. It's a nice sparkle, creamy shade that I like to use for highlight. So I'm going to go right underneath that brow bone. Of course, if that's a little bit too intense, you don't want as much, you can always go back with another clean brush and wipe some of that away. I do the other eye. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the bottom, but I think I'm actually going to put some eyeliner on, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I threw on some black eyeliner, just Urban Decay eyeliner, and then I threw on some falsies. These are the Ardell Wispies. Got them from Walmart. It says Demi Wispies. Just tried these out. First time wearing them. Love them already. Okay, so the next step that we're going to do is that we're going to take that same brush that I used to pack on the darker color, and I'm going to work that into my lower lash line. So I'm going to take red ochre first. Make sure my mirror. And I'm just going to blend that on the lower lash line. Let me take some from for the other side. So it should look a little something like that. Then I'm going to take the Venetian Red and the Love Letter. I'm just going to do that, I think, just right in this corner. Get it on the other side. Okay, and then I think I'm feeling a little adventurous, so I'm going to take some of that pink gold and work that in there as well. Just very slightly, just to add like a tiny bit of that shimmer. Should look a little something like that. And then we're gonna do an inner corner highlight, and I'm just gonna take that same brush that I used for my brow highlight. So I'm just gonna push up the falsies. So I'm gonna take Vermeer, just on that Real Techniques detailer brush. I'm just gonna work that into the inner corner. Just pop that in there. So it looks a little something like that. I'll do the other side. It should look like that. So the eyes are complete. That's the basic look for today. So nice orangey burgundy bold eye. So I'm gonna finish off the look. I need to apply my highlight. So let me just grab that. So I'm using the Becca Champagne Pop. Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. I'm just gonna pick this up on a Real Techniques setting brush. Just gonna, and you can go as lightly as you want with this. So I put it on. And then I'm just gonna work that in. And I already have bronzer and blush on. A little on the forehead. And you know what? I think we're gonna do little lips today too. So you know what? I'm gonna take my Tarte Maracuja oil and just put a dab of that. Let it rub into my lips. Rub it in. Then I'm gonna take a tissue and just blot that off. So it gives it just a little hydration. Bring some life back to my lips. And it's also gonna help blend out the lip product. So today I'm gonna use the NYX Ombre Lip Duo, and this is in Rags and Riches. So first I'm gonna take this darker color and fill in the outside of my lips, like my, I'm just gonna line my lips. I can't think of the words right now. And if you ever make any mistakes, Concealer is your friend. So I'm just filling in the sides. So we can do that ombre effect. So I'm just filling them in. Sorry, I'm looking into the mirror off to the side. Okay, so that's done. It's not finished yet, so I'm going to take this other color. Looks like that, and I'm going to fill in the center. So you can see I have a little unevenness right there. So I'm going to take that detailer brush that we were using earlier, and I'm going to take some concealer, and I'm going to fix that. Even it all up. Okay, so I'm going to take that Nars concealer that I used to set my prime my eyelids. So I'm just gonna take that Nars, put a dot on the back of my hand because a little goes a very long way. Take that brush. And I'm just gonna line it up. And then brush it out. Oops. It's hard to look in the camera and see what I'm doing. So I just used that darker color to go over what I just did. You can do it on the top and the sides too, but I'm pretty sure I'm all set for the top. I didn't really mess that up much, but you know what? I think I'm going to go a little bit lighter in the center, so I'm going to take this same brush and that same concealer, and I'm going to dab it in the center. And it lightens it up just a tad. I'm gonna wipe off that brush. I'm gonna go up on the top. Just to make sure everything is even. I think I'm going to add more of my champagne pop to the top of my lip. And there you have it. I think I'm going to take out an oldie but a goodie, my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm going to spritz that on my face today. Let that dry. And this is the finished look. Let me back up just a little. I hope you guys like this tutorial. A little bit more than an eye tutorial. Added the lips in today, but I hope you guys love it. I enjoyed filming this for you guys, and I will see you guys soon, and do not forget to like and subscribe. See you soon!